Imagine for a second your mother is sick and goes to a hospital. They do some research, find out she has cancers, and take cancer cells from her body without her consent. She then goes back home, gets more sick and feeling unwell, goes back to the hospital, gets really sick, and then she dies. They take more cells from her body when she's dead. As far as you and your father is aware, they never got consent from your mother, and they certainly didn't get consent from your father. What you don't know is that in those 20 years, your mother's cells were being used in all various labs to do research. So they were studying vaccine for polio, chemotherapy, IVF, cancer research. They took your mother's cells all the way to the moon, did all kinds of research. And then all researchers and physicians came to the conclusion that your mother's cells were so valuable that instead of giving them away to other researchers worldwide, would start selling it. So they build all kinds of massive facilities. The cells for your mother begin to be sold in vials anywhere between $20 to $167 per vial. You're unaware of all of this that's happening till later down the road you get a phone call from a journalist to ask questions, and then that's when you find out that you try to get in contact with the physicians, with researchers, you get fake lawyers. The only time people come and knock on your doors to get information out of you, no one's willing to give you information. You don't know where to go to get that information. You can't afford health care. You live in poverty. Your father lives in poverty. Your whole family lives in poverty. You're uneducated. You don't know how to fight that system. Then you get so sick and then you die and your father dies. And everybody else is getting rich at the expense of your mother's cells. And it sounds like fiction, doesn't it? But it's actually a true story. This is the story of Henrietta Lacks. When I really love a book, I feel a tremendous sense of responsibility to give it a great review, and at the same time, I feel very inadequate. So this is a great book. I highly recommend that everybody should read this book. So Henrietta cells helped with many things. I'll have them listed, including polio vaccine, skincare products, chemotherapy, cancer research, and to read the story of her family. Woo! So I feel like let's tag Ava DuVernay. That's the only person, the only researcher, the only producer that I trust to do this family justice. This shouldn't be a little video, a little film. A documentary needs to be made about this family, the descendants of Henrietta Lacks. This is history that is not just relevant to the States, but that's actually relevant worldwide. It's very well written. It's not written like a medical document. It's like easy to read, easy in the sense that it's not technical terms, but for me, I found it emotionally challenging. That's the truth. Now here's my critique of this author, Rebecca Skloot. I think Rebecca was irresponsible in her journalism. She could have potentially harmed tremendous